Good day, mate. Welcome back to the channel. I'm FPL Root and welcome back to another Euro 2024 fantasy video. In this video, we're going to be going through my team selection ahead of match day 5. So it is the quarterfinals. There's only 8 teams left. And the games are Spain, Germany, Portugal, France, England, Switzerland, and the Netherlands versus Turkey. So obviously there's a stronger side to the draw. You've got the Spain, Germany, Portugal, France side. And then England and Netherlands, you probably say will be, I guess, favourites to win their game. So potentially we do want to load up on the Netherlands and England players if we don't already own them. Especially in this round, we get 3 free transfers. So that does allow you to, I guess, take up players maybe from Austria, maybe from other teams that you do own that have now gone out of the competition. Mainly it was the favourites that won, so I'm assuming not a lot of us do have them players, but I know some people did actually go for a few Austrian or a few Italian players. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and smash the like on this video. Let's get into it.
Yo, listen up, Rue is stepping up the game. Where fantasy Premier League runs in his veins. From transfers to captains, he's always on top. Guiding you through every game week non-stop. They say Rue got that Salah flow. Welcome to the channel, enjoy the show. Wild cards, free hits with so much vibe. If you're hunting for success, then make sure you subscribe.
So we will start off in goal. I did have Diego Costa and Pickford for the last game. So obviously Pickford didn't get a clean sheet, but Diego Costa ended up getting 9 points for me, which is great. I'm going to keep him in for this match day. So I know it's a tough game against France, but for me, it's not worth changing goalkeepers at this stage of the game. Potentially if your goalkeeper goes out the game, but from now on, there's not really, I'd say, any point. This is probably the last chance to do it. If you do want to do it, especially at this stage of the tournament as well, I just want to be clear on a few things that you're going to have players playing each other. There's only 8 teams to choose from, and you're going to have maybe a defender from one team, a goalkeeper from one team, and then a striker from another team that do end up playing each other. That's just the way it is. That way, I guess you could obviously end up going for only 4 teams, but yeah, you're going to struggle to pick, I guess, the best players, and you're always running the risk of them going out and then you not having enough players for the semi-finals. But anyway, Diego Costa does stay in the team. Pickford as well stays in the team with Switzerland. I think obviously the best fixture on paper for any of the teams. You could argue the Netherlands against Turkey. The Netherlands probably got a better picture, but I think Turkey are probably slightly better than Switzerland, and I think England are probably slightly better than the Netherlands. But yeah, really confident with having Jordan Pickford in this team. I know they did concede against Slovakia in the round of 16, but he's kept 2 clean sheets in the group stage, and he only conceded 1 goal in the group stage. So for me, England are always going to be solid defensively. So that's why I'm decided to keep Jordan Pickford in this squad. Let's get on to the defence. So now onto the defence. So originally I did have obviously 2 Spain, who I've still got an England defender and a Portuguese defender. So in total with the goalkeepers, I did have double England, double Portugal, double Spain. But I feel like now I probably have to split that risk a little bit. Obviously, my first player that is in here, we'll talk about him first. So John Stones. The reason I've gone for John Stones is because Mark Gahey, who I originally had in, is suspended for the quarterfinals. So you could argue that maybe I should move away from England defence, but I think England have got the easiest run to the final. So that reason, I'm going to go for John Stones. Yes, I guess this tournament, he hasn't really done anything extraordinary, whereas Mark Gahey has been very, very good on ball recoveries. He still ended up getting 7 points in match day 1, 7 points in match day 3, and 4 points in match day 2. But for me, I just don't really think it's worth spending the extra money on someone like Kyle Walker. Or maybe even Ezri Konsa, who's cheaper. So I think John Stones, you know he's going to start, and yeah, hopefully he can get a few ball recoveries. Next up, the other new transfer in is Jules Koundé, so the France defender who had an incredible game week. He ended up getting an assist, a clean sheet, 7 ball recoveries, and man of the match. So yeah, really, really good start for him in terms of the knockout stage, and he done really well in the group stage as well with his ball recoveries. And France defensively have been very, very good. They've only conceded one goal all tournament. And obviously the defence is so strong. Probably their strongest part of their team is definitely not their attack, because the only goals they've scored have been 2 own goals. And Jules Koundé does look very good in terms of ball recoveries, and he does get up that kind of right back slot and get forward and put in a few crosses. You could argue that this game against Portugal is going to be a tough one, but like I said at the start of the video, all the games are going to be tough, apart from probably the Netherlands and England, which I still think will be tough, but I can probably call them games, whereas Spain, Germany, France, Portugal, I probably can't call them games. So I really did want that France defensive cover, because I don't have it. Next up, I've got 2 Spanish defenders, which is not ideal, to be honest, because again, I can't personally call this game. I probably just fancy Germany to win it, but I can't call it. But Spain have managed to keep 3 clean sheets this tournament, all 3 in the group stage. Obviously, they did concede against Georgia, but for me, Cucurella and Lenormand are both good options. They're both 4.5 million, which I think is actually crucial. I think the fact that there are only 4.5 million, they can potentially sit and rot on your bench if they do go out. For example, if Spain and let's say England go out, that's 4 players gone from your defence and goalkeeper. So really, you can probably afford to let 4.5 million defenders sit on your bench and rot if you can't, say, make the changes, or you need to fill certain players, because obviously you want the attacking players because they're probably going to get more points, or I guess bigger chance to get more points, which is again probably not the case with this tournament, but in general you're going to hope for the attackers to get more points. So that's why I've gone for them and kept them. Also, Stefan de Vrij, brilliant, to be honest, brilliant transfer in, if I do say so myself. Clean sheet, 3 points for 9 ball recoveries in the knockout stages, and Netherlands actually look really, really good. I know it was only against Romania, but Romania did top their group, so let's not kind of discount Romania. I think it's going to be a tough game for them against Turkey, but again, you probably have to say that they are the stronger team, especially the way Cody Gakpo's playing in the minute. And again, their defence, I know they haven't shown it this tournament, but they did actually keep a clean sheet against France, and then now kept a clean sheet against Romania. So you could say the defence is going to be pretty strong. And yeah, I'm again at 5 million, and his interceptions, I think he's one of the best in that Netherlands defence, which I know a lot of people will be going for Dumfries, Ake, or Van Dijk, but I think the Vrij for ball recoveries is just ahead of him. Overall, like, it's hard, to be totally honest, with this game to pick defenders, because you know your attackers are going to be playing them. But I think I've done the best I can with that. I think I've done teams that I do expect to reach the semi-final, potentially. Obviously, Spain and Germany play each other, France and Portugal play each other, but Netherlands and England don't play each other, and I think they're the favourites in their game. So you could argue I could get another Netherlands defender in instead, but I really did want that France coverage, and for me, Jules Koundé can probably get an attacking return as well. But anyway, let's get on to the midfield. So now we do have the midfield, which again is going to be a mixed bag of players, and probably a little bit counteractive, the fact that I've got 2 German midfielders and then 2 Spanish defenders. But again, you're going to have this in these tournaments. Gundogan and Musiala are both in their team. Gundogan hasn't really done it the last 2 games in terms of attacking returns, and he did get taken off early in the round of 16 game against Denmark, which is worrying, but he's not going to be getting dropped, I think. Musiala, another incredible performance, to be totally honest with you. A goal, clean sheet, 3 ball recoveries. He's now one of the top scorers in the whole tournament, and for me, he's probably the best captain on that first quarter-final day. Bruno Fernandes and Bernardo Silva in here. To be honest, they've been disappointing, I think, this tournament. Bruno Fernandes has got that 1 goal where Ronaldo laid it to him with an open net. Other than that, not sure he's done that much. And Bernardo Silva did have a good match day too, but again, didn't really do that much against Slovenia. So it is a bit worrying going in with two of these Portuguese midfielders. And there is an argument to say that maybe I should keep Cancelo instead of Koundé and don't really focus on that France defence and maybe go for a Bellingham in midfield or someone like that. But for me, I think there are more worrying things in my team, so that's why I've decided to keep them in there and just, I guess, hope that Portugal do end up going through, because I do have more Portuguese players than I do France. Next up is Nico Williams, and yeah, what a transfer he was in. Assist in the goal in the last match day. Not too sure how he didn't get man of the match, but for me, yeah, happy for it to go in with him against that Germany team. I know I do think Germany will win, but I think there will be goals in that game. Even though Spain have been good defensively, I do think there'll be goals in that game, which again is worrying because of my defenders. I've got two Spain defenders, but again, it's just one of them things with tournaments like this and with games like this. Overall, it is a strong midfield. Just slight worry about the double Portuguese midfield because I don't think they're performing, and a slight worry having Gundogan as well because potentially one of them three could go to Bellingham. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and let's get on to the forwards. So the forwards, we do have a transfer in. I have taken out Morata and gone for Gakpo, and what a performance he's had in the last round of 16. Assist, goal, and player of the match, and what a tournament he's had, to be honest. He's looked so good. I'm not sure where this Cody Gakpo has been. We haven't seen it for Liverpool. He's coming from the left though this time, which I actually do think suits him more than playing down the middle. And to be honest, if the Netherlands perform like they did against Romania, I think they're going to beat Turkey. So that's why I decided to bring in Gakpo, just for that extra coverage on the Netherlands. Mbappe as well against Portugal hasn't done anything really, apart from score a penalty in match day 3 and then got an assist in match day 1. Has been disappointing, but we know Mbappe can turn it on at any time. We've seen what he did in the World Cup final a few years ago. So for me, Mbappe stays in this team, and then Harry Kane up next against Switzerland. Again, one of the, I guess, easiest teams on paper, but there's no easy games in this tournament at this stage. So he's got another goal, so he's done 2 goals now. And to be honest, I can see him scoring again against Switzerland. I can see England winning that game. So that's why I'm kind of thinking, do I want to bring in an extra England midfielder, maybe a Jude Bellingham for Bruno Fernandes, or for David Silva, or for Bernardo Silva. But yeah, not too sure. At the minute, these are going to be my 3 transfers. Guehi for Stones, Cancelo for Koundé, and Morata for Gakpo. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and good luck for the match day.